Party stories, they're our favorite genre of anecdote if you
really?
have one, yeah.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So,
Stories of Diddy parties, we love anecdotes, so if you have one, please share it. However, we can't share that one either because P. Diddy is a body, and you have to tell him that we support victims. We have done this in the past through our work, and will do so going forward. Is Ashton Kutcher hiding something from us all? And why has Mila Kunis suddenly stopped talking about her husband after the shocking details surrounding Diddy's criminal indictment surfaced? You're telling me that his wife moved out because things are about to get messy with the Diddy case. Some shocking revelations may indicate a close bond between Ashton and Diddy that no one anticipated, but did Ashton know more than he ever disclosed? Could Muniz be engaging in a risky game of exposure that could reveal some of Hollywood's most unsettling secrets? We have traditionally supported victims through our work, and we will do so going forward. Many people have been curious as to why Ashton Kutcher abruptly vanished from the public eye following Diddy's recent legal disputes. There are circulating claims that Ashton and Mila Kunis are splitting up, that their relationship with Diddy is causing several people to snicker. We're dissecting everything we know about Ashton Kutcher's involvement in Diddy's secret world today, but the story doesn't end there because the FBI is now involved. You mentioned that we're not done, so that means that you didn't handle this alone. You think there could be more charges related to this case? I'm not clearing anything off the table, but what specific information does Mila Kunis have that could blow this case wide open? It seems like everything Ashton Kutcher touches is under investigation these days, but what we're about to expose may shock even his most devoted followers. Ashton's position in Diddy's life has been more sinister than we ever anticipated. Many people are unaware that Ashton Kutcher and Diddy have a long history together. Ashton has been in the public eye for years as the charming goofball, the amusing guy who made us laugh on that 70s show, and the tech-savvy entrepreneur. But recent events have revealed there's a lot more going on behind the scenes. Sean Cum has gone by many names over the years. He began in the 1990s in New York City as P. Diddy, then as Puffy, and finally as Just Love. In 1993, he founded Bad Boy Records, which later evolved into Bad Boy Entertainment, one of the biggest names in the music industry. He didn't just bring any old artists with him, he brought the renowned Big, also known as Christopher Wallace, whose name alone was generating some millions of dollars for Bad Boy Entertainment annually at one point. Puffy had been profiting from Biggie's name for longer than Biggie was alive, but people tend to forget that he wasn't 25 when he passed away. This is where things get interesting. Combs wasn't just making waves with his music, no, he was also appearing in fashion TV shows, documentaries, and other media. He even found himself hanging out with other celebrities. Ashton Cheesemaker, yes, that's correct. Diddy and Ashton had a tight relationship. They became fast friends and enjoyed watching football together. However, Diddy's productions didn't end there. He also produced several seasons of Making the Band on MTV, where aspiring stars competed to make it big. Throughout all of this, Ashton and Diddy were frequently spotted together at events, parties, and other gatherings. Back in 2010, Ashton was a regular at Diddy's well-known Labor Day White Party, which was held in 2010, and at which everyone wore white and undoubtedly went crazy behind the scenes. Here's a fun fact. Time magazine named Ashton one of the 100 most influential people that year. Diddy gushed over Ashton, saying that he's a mogul in the new media mogul, but he seems cool, and we're like yin and yang. I'm in your face. Time travels suavely and cutely to 2019, where Ashton is eating spicy wings and getting grilled by Sean Evans. Naturally, the subjects of Diddy's renowned parties came up. Let's just say Ashton had a lot of stories he couldn't share. Since Diddy is facing charges ranging from step-ficking to racketeering, people are now wondering if Ashton Kutcher knew more than he's letting on. In any case, Ashton Kutcher is undoubtedly not the innocent party in all of this. Last year, Ashton and Mila found themselves embroiled in controversy, largely due to some resurfaced clips like these. Apparently, Ashton and Mila faced backlash because they had backed Danny Masterson, who was already facing legal repercussions for alleged Saw news. A jury found Danny Masterson guilty on 2 counts of backstabbing after the actor's vocal support for the accused, Christina Rhee, boldly called them out, setting off a series of revelations about their own past in a stark white, font against a dramatic black background. Danny Masterson was recently sentenced to 30 years to life in prison and ordered to register as an offender. Christina conveyed her feelings, stating that she had personal experience with victims of domestic abuse and that it is difficult for them to come forward and obtain a conviction. She also mentioned that she has known many wonderful individuals who are abusive in private. It's difficult to accept, but if we say we support victims who are women, children, men, or boys, then we must be able to take this stance. She went on to say that sometimes people we have loved and admired have done horrible things to us, even though we only know who they were to us. However, that doesn't mean they didn't do the horrible things, and to discredit the abused is a crime. People we know as awesome guys can be predators and abusers. Christina Ricci ended the note without naming anyone. Her social media message left little room for interpretation and appeared to be directed at Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, the famous couple engulfed in a swirl of scandal. These two have come under intense scrutiny for their steadfast support of Mastery for context. After being found guilty in May of the same year, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis wrote to Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Charlene Olmo as character references pleading for leniency. In the letter obtained by The Hollywood Reporter, Kutcher referred to his co-star as a role model with exceptional character and explained that Masterson was the reason he didn't take drugs. He also made it clear that anytime we were to meet someone or interact with someone who was using drugs, he made it clear that that wouldn't be a good person to be friends with. In her letter, Star Kunis mentioned that Masterson had been a great elder brother role for her and that his abstinence from narcotics had motivated her to do the same. Danny's unwavering commitment to encouraging a drug-free lifestyle has served as a beacon of hope for me as I navigate the entertainment industry. It has encouraged me to put my health first and concentrate on making wise decisions. The Friends with Advantages, in a joint video apology that went viral on a steamy Saturday afternoon, the actresses revealed that the Masters family had asked them to attest to their 25-year friendship. Several months ago, Danny's family reached out to us and asked us to write character letters to represent the person that we knew for 25 years so that the judge could take that into full consideration, the actresses said. Kutcher continued, "We would never want to do that, and we're sorry if that has taken place. They were meant for the judge to read, not to undermine the victims' testimony or re-traumatize them in any way. It's important to note that the letters weren't just character letters you'd write for a friend, they were meant to undermine the victims who were drugged by Danny." Critics were quick to take to X to express their dismay over the lawyered apology journalist Yasher Ali wrote on the site. Another described the apology as more along the lines of, "We're not sorry, but we still want to support our horrible friend in court, and we didn't know that our letter would be read publicly." Fans also pointed out that Kutcher's defense of himself while heading a child advocacy organization was ironic. In the past, Kutcher and his ex-wife Demi Moore co-founded Thorn, an organization that fights the illegal trade of children for human trafficking in the digital age by partnering with tech companies and law enforcement. A fan expressed their hope that this comment would not be forgotten. It's ironic that, despite all of this outrage, a man who calls himself a champion for kids also stood up for a man who is